To get good at Roadhog, perhaps the most imposing hero in the game, you'll be hard pressed to find someone who more intensely demands attention, as being anywhere near this far-reaching Australian fuck can instantly ruin your day. Any enemies with a barrier might as well accept that their effectiveness is going to drop down. To attack Torbjorn levels of useless real fucking quick, using left clicks up close and right clicks for further distances will make a Reinhardt wish they weren't peer pressured into playing a role they never liked anyway. The left clicks from this 250 kilogram hulking piece of man meat has a spread almost as wide as the Pacific fucking Ocean. Meaning that although you need to be close enough to count your enemy's skin cells, your scrap gun actually does a shit ton of damage if you can land your shots correctly. Right clicks on the other hand are the hardest shit ever to land, but getting the sweet spot just right will give you more pleasure than Jeff Kaplan if he finally made it out of platinum. However, don't expect to hit the right click sweet spot very often, because you'll find yourself to be less consistent than my fucking upload schedule. Welcome to Overwatch, where we have people who can bend time, fly in futuristic mechs, and shoot goddamn black holes. But this fat fuck rivals all of them with some rusted hook he found lying around. When using this metallic piece of shit, try simply walking forward slightly after hooking someone in. This will usually give you a more favorable hitbox and easily give you that free kill. Although not as strong as it used to be, the hook is still a terrifying utility. However, it now relies much more on your teammates pulling their fucking weight and focusing on the free kill. You're essentially handing to them on a silver fucking platter. Players need to consider the hook as a tool. It's a way for you to get enemy players in places they don't want to be. In a game like Overwatch, where positioning is so important, being able to put an enemy player in the middle of 6 players who want to 360 JFK them to death isn't exactly the best situation for them to find themselves in. Furthermore, being able to put an end to an ultimate instantaneously means you'll be hooking Genji during his Dragon Blade more times per match than the number of useful healing heroes in this game. Keep in mind that although very minuscule, the hook actually does a small amount of damage upon impact. While an uncommon occurrence, players can use the hook to whip players to death when their health is low enough and you don't want to have to rely on the spread of your left clicks or your degenerate teammates. It will also leave the impression that the other team doesn't know who the fuck they are messing with. Even though Roadhog is only slightly bigger than the average Australian man, he is still a hero that will easily stick out on the battlefield. However, this does not mean you cannot be Sombra levels of sneaky given the right positioning, and more importantly a potato enemy team. The hook is also able to synergize well with other ultimate abilities such as a Hanzo Dragon Strike or a D.Va Self-Destruct. The latter especially is great if you're able to bait enemy Roadhogs to hook it into their team. Not only does this give you an easy team wipe, it also tilts the enemy team faster than Jeff Kaplan's developer videos getting remixed. On the other side, good players will be able to hook exploding mechs into favorable positions away from their team. Always keep in mind that at full health, the damage mitigation from your take a breather ability can allow you to casually shrug off a fucking D.Va ultimate. At this point, we should mention Roadhog's vape ability. This shit is on what seems to be the shortest cooldown ever and lets you restore half your health and take half the regular damage for the duration. The ability to just stall and not be killed when enemy players try to focus you is borderline broken. In fact, in many situations, you'll just be able to use this along with your massive fuck off health pool to literally beat enemy players to death before they can even get close to killing you. Your ability to simply body block damage aimed toward your team allows you to become an ultimate charge machine for both you and your friendly healers. However, players must be mindful that this also charges the abilities of the opposing players at the same time. With this said, always remember that they can't use their ultimates at all if you fucking murder them first. As for the ultimate ability, competent players are able to abuse the absolute shit out of this clusterfuck of a utility if they know how to use it. Cornering enemy players will not only trap them, but also shred them faster than a bronze Hanzo main complaining about the lack of healers on their team. The ultimate can delete any barrier in a matter of seconds, and much like the hook, put enemy players in a spot they don't want to be. Use it to keep enemy players away from objectives when you just don't want to deal with their shit. It can be noted that the damage output of this ability is broken levels of insane.
It is.
The only thing holding it back is the insane pushback that comes with its activation. However, seeing as though Aurus's Fortify negates pushback effects, feel free to abuse this to melt the robot cow faster than the United States invading anywhere with fucking oil. As for countering this fat fuck, just stay out of his hook range, treat him as an ultimate farm, and use your charged ultimate to mess up the rest of his pathetic team. Alternatively, you could hack him as Sombra to turn him into a hero less useful than the estimated matchmaking timer. You could also resort to using Anna's jar of magic piss, or better still, just pick Reaper full stop. This concludes today's guide on how to get good at Roadhog. You will now be able to justify your role on a team, even though you are more or less just a DPS hero with more health.
It's not wrong. Very accurate. Thank you, Lo, for your 250, man, and for teaching me how to get good at Roadhog, man. I can't wait to go get good at Roadhog now. Smiley face, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. Can I get a Tat Top D in the chat for my brother, Lo? He donated $250 yesterday, and apparently that was not enough for him. So, thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Let me get a Tat Top D in the chat.